People who have felt as outcast and strangeness all their lives, unexpectedly, years of uncertainty and anger begin to melt. They discover their personality style. Suddenly somebody doesn't feel like false, since they feel things differently to their parents or teachers. Suddenly a person knows that who they are is a lovely thing. They're definitely not fine. We have all our weaknesses and strengths. However, it's all right to be different. Indeed, it's nice to be special and different. This relief is very deeply felt by INFjs. As INFjs are a small percentage of the population, seeking like-minded friends and confidants can be extremely difficult for them. INFjs also feel that they must play a role in relationships or shape them. One of my greatest joys as a blogger is to see so many INFjs make peace, embrace their strengths and see them as strengths. I love seeing people embrace their strangeness and uniqueness, and I hope you can also learn about your kind. So what is making INFjs strange and marvelous? What 3 extraordinary features differentiate them? Let's take a look. INFjs foresee future with unparalleled accuracy. Introverted intuitives are the dominant INFjs. This ensures that all the knowledge they obtain is incorporated into a vision or view into the future. In a sudden moment of realization and clarity, this foresight appears to come from the blue. All of this sounds very magical and mystical, but behind it is a science. More information on this can be found here. INFjs are strategic, imaginative and often enigmatic in this capacity to explore potential choices. INFjs are capable to see trends, symbols, tactics and effects for the future. Since they are in this mind so constantly, it may seem like they are psychic, but it is just the manner in which they see the world and view its data. Each type of personality is wired to see various things. ESTPs, for example, are very recent and unbelievably connected to current information. They have reflections quicker than other people and find more nuances than others. They are really tuned to the current situation. In comparison, the INFjs are unbelievably tuned to something that suggests anything for the future, something that affects or alters potential happenings. In the light of how they play someday, all is seen. Consequently, INFjs are faster than many other forms in terms of potential effects or transformations. INFjs often appear extroverted even though they're highly introverted. INFjs are keen to uphold the moral values and to ensure that anyone in their presence feels welcome and at home. They want peace to be preserved in every social sphere and go a long way towards ensuring that the emotional needs of everyone are met. As a result, it feels much more socially outgoing than it actually is. In uncomfortable silences, they can speak up or use humor to spread tense moments. You want to talk to those you feel like you are missing out and try and make you feel comfortable. Many INFjs will enjoy themselves and/or make fun of their own self-depreciating mood, ease the tension in the room. It takes INFjs a lot of time alone to process, communicate and represent information. You may get irritated by socializing a lot, because you eventually rely on your supplementary feeling feature far more than your dominant intuition. Over time, this can confuse and exhaust them. Neither in social settings is notoriously difficult to reach and, like all kinds, INFjs are very happy if they are able to change their key feature. INFjs may therefore feel that they need to disappear periodically to recharge their insights and ideas and get back into contact with them. You could see INFjs in posts and personality sites referred to as the most extroverted introverts. In one way, it cannot be false anymore in another, even if this is true. While INFjs are socially highly extroverted, they need a lot of spare time and get much faster exhausted than many other social introverts do. This is because you can become so drawn by the morals of someone else that you lose sight of your own needs. INFjs see multiple people in everyone. The capacity to detect hidden motivations is one of the least well-known attributes of introverted intuition. As the ni-dominant form, INFjs are easy to understand other people's motives and underlying objectives. INFjs are attracted by uncertainty and never consider something with face value. That's why they instinctively search out the underlying motivations and intentions of others and often aspire to cut off the layers of someone's character and find their core meaning, interests, and reality. The INFJ sees others' external people, appearances and surface interactions, but focuses more on the backgrounds. You still try, regardless of what people say or do what they do, to grasp the underlying meanings. Intuition intensity coupled with the auxiliary function of INFJ, extroverted feeling, FE, gives them a special knowledge of people's emotional health or mood. They always have a sense of how others feel, even though they try to conceal their feelings. You prefer to incorporate feelings of other people into yourself, which can often be frustrating. It can be convenient for them to mix the emotions of others. INFJs are both emotional and rational. While delicate and emotional, INFJs often fuse like INTJs. Because of their third feature, introverted thought, they can be very analytical and scientific. You will enjoy technology, science and research professions. Since extroverted feeling is its second function, and introverted thought is its third, the INFJ is quite balanced between these two functions. In fact, INFJs tend to be not as emotional externally than the ENFJ or ESFJ, which have a dominant feels feature. It is said that INFJ can be too emotional for thought but too logical for thought conscious. But this understanding is useful, which makes INFJs equilibrated and rounded. What are your thoughts? Do you relate to these weird INFJ qualities? Share your thoughts in the comments with us. Thank you for being with us to the end. You can be anywhere in the world now and you chose to stay with us, we truly appreciate it.